the you know, tiltometer going up?
Squeakiness.
Was that arrow the windshield?
Oh shoot.
I guess the game is very quick to load.
Go to PowerWash.
I did equip it.
Try that one, but I actually think this one might be the one that has to be.
PowerWash Hero. What's that?
I don't know.
This is PowerWash.
Is it like
Simulator,
Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
That would be something. Okay, while he's getting that downloaded, I'm gonna take a quick bio break.
Okay, swap back to Turbo Golf.
I'm just gonna start cleaning another thing on my own.
All right.
The desk.
Did one of those work, Penta?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
The
Thank you.
second one.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's the one that it didn't work for Madi for bizarro reasons. I guess it was like Steam was down. I guess that must have been it.
Which is interesting that like PowerWash is stuck on the screen.
We knew that already. What now?
No, you
Tell me something
didn't.
new. Tell me something I don't know.
It's always been.
Penta, what
You
is the
little
status of
handsome
your
devil.
beard?
It's always been in question. It's a handsome asterisk.
It's a hand. Yeah, wow.
On the
state of beard
windshield. I don't
dictates
think it
the
is.
handsomeness of the person.
It depends on the person. I've known a couple of people where the beard was a negative.
Decal.
It's rare though.
So it's a
It's a
decal. I
shame.
think it's a spray.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Like
But
as you're
hey, I
going
give
through
them
the
credit
map,
'cause
you
they
can
try.
maybe spray stuff.
I have many friends who are like, I'm like, you gotta try.
See,
You're
the usual
34 years
negative
old,
is
you
because
gotta
they
go.
Like, it'd be cool if I
try.
could spray my actual car with it, but I don't think you can.
Does anyone have any? I guess mostly I'm asking Wander. Have you happened to play off camera ever and have
Okay.
no,
replay maps
I'm like
that
far
aren't the
behind
ones
you.
we already have? I don't know.
I
Far
do
behind
not.
is. I
I'm
only have
sorry.
the shoe house. Like the shoe
Yeah, I
house
mean,
is as
I was
far as
interested in knowing
got.
too. Now we know that there might be sprays in the game. And maybe that's how you get play of the game.
I wonder if
old
there are any
lady that lived
cheats
in
for
the
this.
shoe?
Let me see if there are.
That would be great.
All right, while they're getting that,
'Cause
I'm
I-
going
or
to
if
grab
I
just
could,
a
like,
quick
hack
bite
my
to
way
eat,
in.
so I will be
I
right
was
back.
trying to see if there was a save file, but all the
Yeah, I tried to
websites
find it
seemed
too.
really sketchy.
That's the exact same experience I had. Because otherwise we're gonna have to do like the garden or the playground or the Bornal house. Yeah, because it does that thing where it's like if you have 6 players, you can't do fancy things. But there's we did the gnome fountain. The locomotive. I mean, we could just do the golf course again because it was fun. I did like that one.
Green resolution. Target frame rate.
Oh yeah, target frame. Wait, there's something with the desync. The target frame rate needs to be.
All the same, I
s-
remember you guys saying.
Yeah, I think it's 120. Is that
You
what
guys
it
are
is,
all
boys?
120?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, we could do a non-cursed version of the train. That's true. We've never done the train like legit.
I return.
Welcome back. You'll probably want to turn down Penta the what is it? The water tone and water volume. Otherwise you're gonna be destroyed. Also, it's a bring your own music game.
I have been playing my owns.
I thought that might be the case
I don't
anyways.
even know what the other game's music sounded like. There's very few games that I let them ring out on their own. Especially if I play them for long periods, then I just get sick of the music.
Yeah. Let's see. Wander, did you find anything on an extra?
Let's see. I got distracted trying to find some cheats to just like turbo some levels, but that's not
Yeah, I
helpful
mean-
now.
Do I just risk
All right.
just
They're just waiting to see if they can find other maps to play. Because for new stuff, I guess we only have this thing, Mars Rover.
You know, what's your favorite preparation of potatoes?
Wonder how big it is.
Ooh, that's the
And like, how do you unlock more?
And it can be a
I like
full
that.
dish as long as the
Oh.
potatoes the main focus.
yeah.
Maybe I should try
my,
to buy
my
stuff.
heart went to beer battered fries.
Oh snap!
I'm gonna have to think
with
about
like
it.
a with like a
With the full
sausage.
dish. Yeah, something like that.
Oh snap!
Oh God, should we just launch into like train but for real this time or something? Because yeah, all of the full quote unquote full save file sites are sketchy.
Oh, wait a second. Do I need to make sure I wasn't here the last time we did this? Do I need to make sure my refresh rate is the right?
120 locked frame rate
I don't know what this is.
in the settings.
I can't buy any of it. Interestingly enough,
120.
I think when we
Okay.
load in,
So
we have
it's not
most
useful
of this.
for now, but I found a cheat that makes it so I can instant clean something the moment I touch it with water.
Well, there you yeah, I mean that helps. I mean, I guess you could go into it now.
Yeah, I don't know how relevant
All right, I mean,
this
yeah,
page
here's the
is.
options. We can do the train, but for real. We can do the mini golf course again, just because it's really big and it is fun. It was a nice
Oh, my bad
thing.
comment. My bad. We
or
just
we could
switched.
do just like the first level, like the basic levels, like the basic backyard playground, stuff like that. Let's do the playground. Let's just do the playground and PowerWash stuff.
Oh, good.
Let's just do the playground.
Do we
Here,
have access to all of our nozzles?
You guys should be able to get through the playground fast-ish? Faster than we did 2.0. I might sit out and just speed run some levels real quick. With
If you want
hacks.
to, go right ahead. If you want to be a little
unlock
hacker, I mean, yeah, you need to beat it once to
Yeah.
unlock it free play.
We only have 45 minutes. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Or at least
All
to
right.
our usual end.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
had
get
a
about
good
the same
session
experience
with
one way or
Turbo
another.
Golf. It just
Yeah, it's
ended
just a
up
Podcast and washing.
being like only slightly cursed.
All right, I've sent out invites, and then I guess Wander have an invite just in case you finish and want it.
Just find the high ground wander and circle strafe.
That's what I'm doing.
Yo, look at the graphics.
I'll give myself max.
The
clean
immersion.
ratio, that's even better.
I gotta wash Marty's butt.
He's got a dirty butt.
That dirty little butt.
So Penta, I think right click so you don't give yourself carpal tunnel. It'll automatically fire if you just press it. You don't have to hold it down forever. C lets you go into like a weird free shoot kind of mode that's kind of nice, and R lets you rotate. Those are like the big things you want to know, and then we'll never have to talk about this again.
I once more for there it is. I was gonna say once more for the homies because I was removing water from my ears. I did not turn it down nearly enough.
Yeah, that I was trying. Yeah, it's rough. It's nice that it gives you the tone though. That's really helpful.
Cells,
But
not
tab
souls.
is also the other thing.
When did someone mention souls?
Those are the big things you need to know. Right click.
I've been making
tab,
that mistake a lot lately, saying souls instead of cells. I don't know why.
Oh boy.
I haven't played Elden Ring in a while either.
Give me the power. So where's the dang old thing? Oh.
All right. There we go. One moment. Okay. Are we all good? Everything seems synced up. All good. All everything seems like maybe.
I haven't heard a ding in a while, but
I also don't think I've dinged something. So
we're all just working on big projects.
I was trying to ding the ladder, and then I realized we brought that. And if it was dirty, that'd be weird. I feel like that wouldn't be okay. If you have a power washing business and you bring a dirty ladder,
and
like
then
that-
demand the client pays you for it.
yeah, exactly.
There it is. Yeah. Why clean it in your own
Genius.
time?
Yeah, by the hour. I go by the hour, and I brought lots of dirty things.
I just turn up to their place with a bag of laundry.
Yeah. Where's Laundry Simulator? Are we there yet? Do we have Laundry Simulator?
I think there's like a laundromat simulator.
But I'm like, that's too grandiose for me. I want the feeling of doing my laundry.
Isn't there a horror game that takes
What's the
place?
feeling of doing my
one of
laundry
those?
without all of the clean clothes?
Without the warm clothes feeling and not smelling
Are we
bad.
talking like going to the laundromat or doing laundry at home? Because those
I'm
are also
talking-
different experiences.
I'm talking laundry at home. I want a simulator that lets you do your laundry at home, and then you get to, like, one step further, you get to dump out the laundry in front of the TV and put on a show in the simulator and fold up all the laundry while you're watching a show that you import. And then,
Look at you
yeah.
folding your laundry and not leaving it in the basket. Good for you.
By the way, the
I mean-
time lapses with cheats are amazing.
Oh, the time. What even happens? Is it just blinks on?
It just like winks. The dirt just winks off.
Fair. All right.
Like I didn't exactly know what I expected, but it's kind of fun just watching the character just teleport around as things just become clean instant.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did I
Does
bite
anyone
off
have
more than I
a
can chew
game
with
they
this
wish
slide?
there was a simulator of? Is there a contender for like an actual one?
Ooh.
Just like just with the resurgence or the influx of like satisfying thing simulator. Just plastic peeling simulator, like you take the plastic off of new electronics.
I want to like a Gundam builder, but like actual
Hey, don't-
full size.
Oh,
I know there's
Ooh,
Mech
okay.
Mechanic Simulator, but I
Yeah,
want
that
like
sounds good.
a full size version of the thing that was in Last Call.
yeah. Yeah, I thought you were saying like because there's that game that just came out that lets you build models. I thought that you were talking.
Yeah,
about
yeah, that was in Last Call, which lets you build
that.
models.
Oh, that's
but
what
no,
that
no.
is.
Yeah.
okay.
But there's only like 4 or 5 models that you can even make, but I want something that's like big.
Big?
Yeah. You have to like work with possibly other people and like hoist things around and get it put together, and then you send it off and then it gets blown up and you have to fix it.
Yeah. Oh, I just, you know what? I must confess, I'm starting to become a Lego adult.
Yeah.
And a Lego simulator, so you could like, you could pay like $1 or $2 to do a set digitally or something, and then you also don't have to have it in your house after
Yeah.
you're done making it. That'd be something.
Once
Just like-
VR has better controls too.
Yeah, because there's that one game that I do desperately want to play. That's just the IKEA furniture making simulator game, but it's ridiculous. But the furniture makes no sense. It's like Alien. I would very, very much be interested in it. It's like home improvement, but there's umlauts on like 5 things that there's not supposed to be.
Now there is a Lego game where it gives you small puzzles, like get across this gap, and you
That,
have limited
Builder's Journey?
bricks. Which one?
Oh, that's
Is that
Builder's Journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game looks so pretty.
It is very pretty. I did a video on it, and the whole soundtrack was copyrighted, and I just like couldn't. I was just kind of disheartened and didn't want to put up the footage. It's good. I enjoyed it.
What is Lego Worlds? Is it a Minecraft?
I think so. Didn't it get like canceled?
Oh, I thought it literally came in. They sold
Or
it at
I
Target.
don't know.
So
Because I thought that was a
That's a
Toys to
dirty
Life game
belly.
that like they kind of gave up on.
Oh, you're talking
That's
about
a
Lego.
dirty bellies.
Oh.
I can't get down
That was
there.
a Skylander. I'm talking a Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually prone,
I'll admit.
and I can't get under this dinosaur.
Because I thought it was funny.
I liked the idea of them, and I thought the toys were kind of neat. I got a couple.
I liked it conceptually. Like, I got it because I was like, if I was a kid when this came out, I would have wanted all of this. So I'm going to just do it so that I can feel like I have control over my life. And I bought Skylanders when I didn't play the game. So I was like, I just want to. I want to. Exactly. I was like, I want to assert the ability that I am an adult, and I want to buy Skylanders to look at and not use a couple times, just on my shelf, and then get rid of them. 'Cause
I
I'm an
liked
In
adult.
that
it.
same kind of
Go ahead.
sorry. In that same kind of realm, is anyone aware if Disney Infinity is still going?
No,
It's not.
it's canceled. They stopped it.
It's Dunzo, but it was a cool concept.
So Skylanders launched up, Disney Infinity launched, killed Skylanders, and then killed itself.
Pretty metal.
What?
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, Activision doesn't need help getting stuff killed.
Yeah. I think it's just that Toys to Life was kind of just not going to keep going. I think that there was a timer on it, because there was also Starlink that came out that like we have all of them. So Disney Infinity came out, killed Skylanders died, and then Starlink just killed itself by existing. It didn't have oxygen the moment it entered this plane.
It was actually almost an okay game, and would have been great if it hadn't been made by Ubisoft.
Well, they were just like, look, we have Star Fox. You didn't like Star Fox Zero. Star Fox is in our game.
And I liked it better than Star Fox Zero, but like a fair bit.
I
thought it was actually really solid.
Its tail is so dirty.
Star Fox Zero was a disappointment, because I wanted it to be good.
It'd just be me, but saying that a game would have been better if it wasn't by Ubisoft is pretty fair for most of their stuff, I think.
Yeah.
In recent
Well, they did
memory.
like Raving Rabbids, the Mario Kingdom battle with the Rabbids. Like that was banger good.
Isn't that an offshoot though? Isn't that like one of their offshoot studios? And that's
Maybe?
like why it's good. Because like which big company's indie wing made Child of Light?
That's
Trying to
Ubisoft.
find my
Ubisoft.
thing.
Yeah.
Cleaning
Yeah.
liquid. Do I
Is it
not
one of
have
those
soap?
situations where it's just like
Possibly.
I don't think we have the soap.
they
the-
get a bunch of these projects so they can build up cred, but like they have nothing to do with them? Really?
Yeah. And they've said repeatedly,
All right.
like, we're never doing that again. And I'm like, why not? That was like the best Ubisoft products ever.
I mean, hey,
I like them.
profitable. I do not disagree, but it's very much
Okay,
a
this looks like it should be easy.
It's like it probably was like amazingly impressive for the developers of it. They were like, "Oh my god, this is probably like this was a big hit," and Ubisoft was like, "I sneeze, I see that."
Need more Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's like she didn't even jump off of a big thing into a haystack. This is
There was
garbage.
no open world. Because that was the issue with Starlink, was that they were just like, hey, but what if this was open world? And it's like, it's in space. What are we going to do? I don't know, make them fly around on the planets.
Yeah.
Quintillion planets.
4 quintillion planets.
I am not looking forward to that. Maybe it'll be good.
I was making.
You're not looking forward to that aspect?
Oh, I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of Starfield. Sorry.
Yeah.
Starfield said they have 1,000 planets, and I do not trust Todd Howard anymore. I haven't for a long time.
Not after what he did.
After the last 8 or 9 things they've done.
Not until he gives me back my family.
Give me back my son.
Todd, please.
Liam Nielsen.
It looks so. People are huffing the copium on the trailer, and I'm like, you guys are Bethesda blind, man. His combat looks worse than like Mass Effect 1.
I just don't know why I have basic guns and it's like the year 2500 or something.
Yeah, but the
PowerWash.
shotgun was square built.
Yeah.
Future.
How are you supposed to reuse Fallout assets if you don't do somewhat relatable guns?
My favorite thing was they're just
make 'em
so
neon.
announcement heavy.
And Chrome.
They're like, by the way, we're still working on Elder Scrolls 6 and the next Fallout and this and that. And I'm like, you guys
Interesting
just
that
need to release
this
a game. And then
Is
start announcing
complete,
Pick one.
stuff. Pick one.
but it looks.
Pick a game.
Any of them.
Oh, I'm lagging a little bit.
My big fear is that there's going to be a year where we get every Bethesda game back to back. And I'm just
They
gonna-
wouldn't
All
do
gonna
that
be
to
half-
themselves.
They're all gonna be
Yeah.
half made.
They wouldn't
Yeah,
do
aim
it
on
to
120.
themselves. The profit loss on
Interesting.
people just not having enough time to engage with all of their games. They just wouldn't do it.
I don't know. Square Enix has been doing that, and I'm like kind of sick
Yeah,
of them.
well, why would you just think Square Enix is planning anything? All their games come out on accident.
This is true.
Their games aren't released; they escape.
My impression of Square Enix is that they have like some of the world's best game designers that just carry the like leadership through.
Whereas very, very good development teams, they just have atrocious management.
Like
Which I
every
guess
once
is
in a while,
fair for
Google
every
kinda.
smart
Well, it
people
feels
that
like
want to make it.
Sony
I want to make the
largely-
game this way. No, you have to make it this way because that's what the other studios are doing.
Feels like Sony largely kind of lets their studios kind of do stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Sony, Microsoft, they just
I haven't really
checks.
played
They just let their stuff
I
happen.
haven't really played the
They get
Microsoft
checks.
game in a long time.
You
I
ever
don't know
played
what
one?
would count as one.
What would that be?
What have you not played, V?
Sorry, I was saying that I haven't really played a Microsoft game, but I also can't think of one that actually has the Microsoft logo on it.
I'm pretty much just Halo and kind of Minecraft at this point.
Yeah, I think I am out of the loop.
Scaleborn.
Rip.
That's fun. That's in Microsoft.
It's not even like a rip. That's more of like a thank God you pulled the plug.
It was wild.
It was a smart decision.
Yeah.
It was a smart decision.
Where in the
I
world
mean,
is this last piece?
There are some studios, there are
maybe
some
up top?
publishers out there who would have released it in the state it was in just to say that it was out. At least they pulled the plug. Like props
and
for
then
that.
they made Babylon's Fall or whatever that was. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I always confuse that with the other one. That name escapes me right
Greedfall.
now.
Green ball or green something or whatever.
Oh yeah. I actually wanted to give Babylon's Fall a shot, and then I found out you had to play it multiplayer, and it was like, what? That sounds like a pain.
Is it like Destiny, where you could possibly do stuff on your own if you try hard enough?
Yes, I've heard that you can beat it solo, but it's miserable.
So like
Destiny.
Destiny.
Poppin'.
It wasn't that bad solo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm joking.
It was the raids and everything else that were impossible solo.
Yeah, you can't beat those alone. So,
And
some of my fans are dragging me through Destiny raids just so I can see them, and boy, they're rough.
so you can if you're like. There's always a guy. There's always a guy who'll do it. Like you sort of
You have to
I-
actually
I'm
break the
lagging
game though,
for
because
sure.
a lot of them require you to do like straight up.
So it put my
weird
stuff
song
away, and
dance
it's not
numbers
actually letting me pick
with
this
like
up.
5 other people
Yeah,
simultaneously.
that was so late. So I think
picked
we
up the
just
ladder. We
stand
all get to
here,
see who's
and then
got the
it
ladder.
should glow.
I don't know what you're talking.
I see a ghost ladder over here.
Yeah, so I think I'm holding it.
Yeah.
I'm lagging
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit, so like I don't have the placement option yet, but it should show up soon. Yeah, it just showed up.
Are we desynced or something? And just we don't know?
I'm at 52%.
Yeah, I'm maybe like 20 seconds behind.
Oh, I'm at 53. Oh, no.
I just hit
I'm-
53.
It's probably, I mean, that's not that desynced.
Yeah, it's definitely not as bad as Train.
No.
I did see an object pop at one point when no one was anywhere near it.
I was getting that with the tic-tac-toe things I was clearing would count as finished about 15 seconds after I finished cleaning them.
Target frame rate 120. Decent gone.
I also check my target frame rate before.
Same.
Does VSync matter?
I think it's not enough to really care.
Yeah. If we didn't notice till now, maybe.
I'm just not taking it that serious. I'm just squirting stuff.
Oh, it's not the there's like a weird thing where like the level will finish for me, but not for anybody else at a certain point if we're too desynced. So it's weird. It causes a weird thing.
Rito.
How many levels have you cleared, Wander?
12 plus? I'm not quite sure.
These hackermans.
What were
It's really easy when it's a vehicle, because you pretty much just look at it and it clears itself.
I see. Yeah.
So I just finished the weird
vehicles,
space
right?
plane. Sometimes. So I just cleared the space
Yeah, so
plane.
right
I'm
now
on the
Wander
boat,
is doing
like, hyper ridiculous boat.
offline
I do not know how far you got in
PowerWash
this game, so I
simulator
don't know
in order to
how
unlock
much
more
longer I need
maps
to
for
go.
us because we only have access to a
Some of these
couple
levels?
without someone
sounds
doing
like
this
you're on
game
levels that I've
solo.
definitely never done.
So he just went
'Cause I haven't
into
seen
like
the golf course yet,
WeMod or
is my
something
main
like
thing.
that.
Oh, that's
to
in
just
the specials.
grab hacks
That's not in
Oh.
normal course.
in order
I
to
see.
brute force some extra levels
in,
for
like,
us, which is
rhythm
actually super appreciated.
Okay. So I probably might have some stages available.
You definitely have stages I don't have at that point. Did you get any like non-vehicle ones? Because the vehicle ones, for the well, that's like maybe the boat's big. I don't know.
Oh, it's not that big, sadly. There's like the plane maybe. This monster truck also maybe.
It seems like maybe just hop into this game at this point.
Give it to me.
And help us finish it off quick, so we can maybe try one of those other ones.
Okay.
Anyone? I think you can just join up, right?
I'm gonna do one.
Like I
more.
said, I kind of
This
wish
one
I
seems
had my
certifiably big
extensions.
for multiplayer.
Fair.
Definitely make
Also
things
have
like
to
this a
remember
little
to turn
easier.
off the cheats, otherwise this is gonna get really stupid.
It might kick you out. You might get VAC bans.
Well, if I'm
Trying to help.
host, it would probably just desync the shit out of everybody.
True.
Get out of here. Quick.
This pattern looks fun.
Why was I just
It's not
randomly
efficient.
holding
Hey Penta, what game studio would you want to make a Tarkov-like competitor?
That's a tough one.
Nintendo.
Absolutely not. Honestly, the ones that I would like to see are already working on projects. It's just a matter of what direction they're going to take it into. I think more indies should be definitely be doing it. Which like
How was
the team behind
Zero
Mirage
Cyber?
published. What was that? Zero
How was
Cyber
that?
is so good.
Yeah.
It is?
So
I
good.
tried playing it and got shot
heard of that
repeatedly
one.
just after getting off the train, and I was just like, never mind.
It's so good. That's the experience.
Fair.
No, it's Prog Gen definitely needed some help, but at least like you don't lose everything you bring in like you do in Tarkov. If you just load it into Tarkov and died immediately, which Lottie and I can both attest does happen, you lose everything. In Zero Cyber, you don't lose anything because it's a single player like stalker inspired game, so it's you only would lose the stuff that you picked up after you load in. So you would still you die.
See,
and go
like,
back
I
to the
want to
base,
play
but you
those kind of
still have, like,
games,
whatever you
but
loaded in with.
I just feel like
There's
it's too
nothing
much
to
time
go
investment.
back.
Like
But,
gear
I'm excited for
organization
the
and stuff like that.
full release. I can't believe I missed the
Doing
Kickstarter on
one
that. I was
quest
disappointed because like
per
I saw
drop-in.
Saturn playing it. I'm like, how do I play it? He's like, well, use a Kickstarter backer, and I'm like, you maniacs. I sent an email. I was like, hey. That was it. Just hey.
Just hey, and then they're like, say no more.
Hey, with like
So
six
now I wait
Ys.
because they're still planning when their early access is going to come out. It's soon. It's Q3. Same with Marauders. Marauders is going to be Q3, but Marauders I think needs a lot of time in the oven for me personally. I think it needs to bake a little bit longer for me to be tremendously interested in it. Not Call of Duty. I think it's not Sledgehammer. Who's the good COD people? Madi.
Infinity
Treyarch?
Ward?
Infinity
Treyarch
Ward,
did
yeah.
Black Ops, Infinity Ward did the Modern Warfare
I
series.
think Treyarch is working on one, right?
Wonder how Black
I
Ops.
have no idea. I don't follow any of them.
Blackout, I think, is right now.
I don't know. I think it's a genre that is expanding. Cycle had some magic and then forgot how to make games. Hopefully they
I
fix
remember
that.
watching you during beta and I was like, oh, I should give this a shot. And then
And then beta ended.
it
and
came
the
out
magic-
and you were mad and I was like, never mind.
because it didn't change. It actually got worse. And all of the promises that were like promised didn't happen, and then people were like, well, I mean, the full season didn't start yet, we're gonna wait to 1.1, and then 1.1 happened, and the only change was more cheaters and more microtransactions. So people were like, well,
And the balance got worse.
balance got worse. It's consistently getting worse and worse. It's down like 85% concurrent players right now, which is, people are blaming on Tarkov, and I'm like, no, I think it's honestly just the game doesn't have enough, and it's
Yo,
cheater
Blaze,
problem
good to see you.
extremely bad because it's free to play.
Today work
Like,
was
Tarkov is a
rough,
bad
as in the
cheater
work
problem,
itself
but,
was
like,
rough, or
the
just
thing with
like
Tarkov is you can kind of, there's specific
You weren't
cheaters
really
can
into it
obviously
today.
can't deal with, like people who are just flying through the air and have
Both
radar
very,
and
very
they'll
valid.
kill you right away, but that's like 1 in 1,000. But like your average cheater in Tarkov doesn't care that you exist. So like you might be in a lobby with someone who's hacking and you just don't know because they're not intentionally trying to come kill you. In Cycle, it's the opposite. In Cycle, people are legitimately just chasing people down. So,
now for the
We'll see what
balance
season
part. Is that like the dev doesn't really understand the game issue, or is that the people are complaining about stuff and the devs are listening to the wrong people?
it's a mix of both. I can't purely blame the devs because the gamer mentality will always persevere. It's if this gun is strong and is cheap, why not use it? So you can apply that to pretty much any game of any genre. If the starting sword in Zelda is better than the Master Sword, why should I do the quest to get the Master Sword when I could just use this? And so like that applies to pretty much everything in Cycle, where endgame gear does not have the amount of power that endgame gear
Because like
should
sometimes
have,
we
and
experience
so
that
people
in our
just
own
don't
games,
use
our
it.
roguelikes.
And so they use mid-tier gear, which is like the meta, and there's so much like questing and crafting balance. So
I had to talk to so many people.
for those that are like not
every
as
day
familiar
where
with
there's
the
phone
genre
calls is a
that
bad day,
fits
I feel.
into, I just explained it in like a very layman way. In Cycle, you have to do like 9 quests, and mind you, the quests in Cycle are extremely tedious and annoying. You have to do like 9 quests to unlock like stronger medicine to heal yourself a little bit better. But from the moment you open the game, you can craft endgame gear, the strongest armor in the game.
Just because it's picking up material while
It's
playing
just
normally, right?
farming materials, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
just kill a couple of monsters, hit a couple of rocks, and you can have the best armor in the game. But you still can't get. You're still stuck with the basic stims to heal yourself. Just stuff like that where I'm like, which was supposed to be removed. Again, just things that were supposed to happen at 1.0 and didn't. But we'll see what happens in season 2. I still think it has all the potential in the world, but if people keep leaving it like they are right now for games like Marauders and obviously Tarkov, like Cycle, the benefit it has going for it in its favor is that it's a set cycle, like a set wipe cycle, where Tarkov is like whenever Nikita feels like hitting the button. Could be 6 months, could be 10 months. Cycle is 90 days. They have seasons, they run seasons, so it's just 90 days regardless. But We'll see what happens in season 2. I still have hope.
So Rito, I can't join you, so I'm just gonna
really?
keep clearing levels as fast as I can. Yeah.
Oh, one way can't join.
Here, here, have it now. With the invite?
So it was downloading dirt and it would do a connection timeout.
Oh.
Is it because
yeah.
the dirt is constantly updating as we clean it off?
Maybe? I don't know.
Everybody, stop cleaning for a second.
Okay.
Finally a
We're gonna
break.
go ride the dinosaur slide.
Everyone, stop cleaning. Ride a slide. Everyone, get on the slide.
I'm just
That
shooting
is
the
the
air.
worst slide.
You know what? I'm gonna try and join from.
See,
Could it be-
there's definitely a
Is it your
desync here.
hacks?
I turned them off
Because I
beforehand.
don't
but
think
could
they're
have messed
actually
with it
cleaning.
very briefly. So let's.
Or maybe
I've quit
they
out
are.
of the game, and now I'm just gonna join you from nothing.
Join me from nothing.
See if it works.
No, see, I think
I've
it's
been having trouble with Steam Cloud lately. It'll just.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
leave it for a week, and it just will not.
I'm
will
pretty
not
sure it was
sync. I'm
off.
like, why not?
Same.
I don't think they would have all stopped at the
Everything
same
just
time like that
says
and
that
then
it wants
came
to
on.
sync. And I try to open something. It's like, are you sure you're going to delete some of your progress? And I'm like, I don't think so.
Well, it's good to know that I'm not alone in this.
Yeah, I thought that was just a me thing.
Doesn't seem to be game specific either. Just like sometimes I'll close the game and you'll be like, will not sync.
Yeah. Small indie company, by the way. I guess when you have all this
Okay,
dirt
it's connecting.
trying to
Downloading
load
dirt.
in multiple
I
people,
see
it's
you're
tough.
it says your name's here, so
I saw that
It's
complete.
supposed to be downloading 2 megs, but it just like hangs. Let's see if I get any further. I mean, worst comes to worst, I just go back to completing the game. Nope, connection timed out. No cheats that time. Well,
yeah, we're at
whatever.
93% at this point.
I'm at 91.
Okay, well, we're at 91-ish or 2-ish percent.
It might be a desync. I'm just gonna continue hyper clearing levels and
Yeah,
next time
it's probably desync. Again, I mean, basically, it's just podcast hour anyways.
yeah.
I don't think
That's
I've looked
fine.
at anyone else until Monty at one point pushed me a little bit, and I was like, hey, what the heck? Why is somebody moving me in this single-player game?
I did just get shoved and I was upset.
Yeah, it's basically like it's almost like the less people the better, except that it gets cleaned faster in a way.
Yeah, when you
I
said
know.
everyone on the
I like the
slide, no one did it except for me on my screen for about a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you all did actually move.
Yeah, it sounds like desync.
Huh.
Well,
Well, I mean, but I don't think it's like it's not nearly as bad as Train Phase. Like someone clearly like was Omega behind that it caused a big problem.
I'm pretty sure it was me.
Maybe?
I think it
Did
was
you have
Retro
issues,
was
like-
mega ahead because Retro was done and the rest of us were at
Yeah.
like 90%.
and that's sort of what's happening here. I mean, I didn't change my settings. I was at 120 with VSync on the whole time. So I don't know. Like that's what I had it for my default when I was playing alone.
I've fallen in love with the C
Yeah,
button.
I don't make
The
a
C button
ton
is
of phone
very
calls
nice. You can just
for my
you can,
own work,
like,
but I did have to
flail
do
your
it
wrist
recently.
back and forth, and it just
And it
It
felt
works.
It
awful.
is so nice for people who have motion sickness problems.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I can just chill. I can chill and whoosh
I just grit my teeth, bared it,
and wash.
and it was over
Whoosh and
in
wash.
like a
Whoosh.
minute per call. And do I want to do it again? Absolutely not.
It's like the
I love-
bottom of a cast iron pan, but it's a playground. What are these kids playing?
I know.
Acid and brimstone?
Like a boomer
Cast iron
moment.
pan?
Like back in my day, we played on acid and brimstone.
Back in my day, my playgrounds were kept clean. I made the kids clean them.
Gave them all PowerWash. Let them go wild.
If you leave a mess on the public playground, you lick it up.
Back in my day, we just shot each other with the power washes. We never.
It didn't matter if the world was dirty if we were clean.
Who needs to buy sanitizer when you are the sanitizer?
Sounds like a bad Vin Diesel movie from like 2007.
The
Sanitizer.
It sounds like a weird, bad, like Terminator referential movie, parody movie that either like needed to have what's his face? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
This
like,
is
if he
looking
had been
good.
involved, it would have been a good movie. But because he wasn't there, they got somebody else, and he just could not hold the role.
Rams, did you get on the roof without a ladder?
Yep. Just hop from the other roof across.
Yeah, that was some getting under Stormwind stuff. That was, I like that.
Did you ever do the Wrath of the Lich King death grip somebody across the universe?
I don't know if I did. I do know my character in World of Warcraft currently is probably, like, unless they tilted it somehow, should be underneath Stormwind from the jump glitch still. They should be there.
Wait, you're telling me there's some story about Retro's lost character in World of Warcraft?
No, he's not lost. He's there. I just don't play.
Yeah.
But, like, you can get, if you jump on, like, a brick, a box, a torch, and then you do, like, a little shimmy, you can clip through a wall in, like, the biggest city, and you can just fall underneath it, and it is unfinished garbage down there, and it's great.
Do you think other people are locked out in there?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can
I'm at
tell there's decent because people are like
99%
knocking me off of stuff.
Same, which is weird because I see a lot of grime on these roofs.
Yeah. The last little bit takes, I mean, like, you'd be shocked at what 1% dirty looks like.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh.
What? What happened?
I beat the game.
You beat the game?
You did it. You've done it.
Wait, you got all the levels?
I have completed every level now.
Wait, you did the skate park and everything?
What in the
too?
world?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great. Good.
Now we have every level.
You're our host now. Boy, howdy do I desperately hope.
Climbing pole guards, slide guards, and the slide platform. Oh, and
Climbing
floor plates.
What in the world's a climbing pole guard?
I guess this is the slide platform? Yeah, this is the slide platform.
Climbing pole guard. This is the climbing pole.
Oh, over here.
What's the guard? Oh. Thing. Large bridge slat.
I'm just getting pushed
Large
around.
bridge slat, everybody. Oh, it's the top. Oh my god. Roundabout floor plate.
That's this, right?
It's one of these.
Oh, it
one
is.
Of
I
these
see
triangles.
it. I see it.
Good job, boys.
We done.
Oh, job complete.
Oh.
I still need 3. So it's
Climbing
probably gonna
pole guard,
finish in
large
like a
bridge
minute.
slat, and the roundabout floor plate that I just finished, but has not kicked off yet.
Oh, there's one.
Climbing pole guard.
So me and you are in sync, Monty.
Oh,
Slat.
large bridge slat, and now it's when it catches up to the roundabout plate that I finished already.
There it goes.
Yay, 100%
Hey.
cleaned.
Here,
Now spin me.
I will host my perspective for those who want to see the time lapse in Discord.
All right, let's see if we can
If you
check
wanna
out
see
the time lapse
of all of us cleaning it together. You can watch that there. I'll
Pop
just
out.
play it a couple times.
I ain't never been good at gyms.
Oh wow, it actually worked perfectly.
Like how long?
That's what they made fun of me for.
Ah,
You're not good at gyms. Go home.
not bad, not bad. I like
This
it.
guy trying to do monkey bars.
Speed runs of PowerWash Sim.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, there's
yeah.
Wander, do you want to host like a vehicle one quick?
Yeah, I'll see if I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
Give me
everything.
1 second. I'm unlocking. Unlocking? I guess I'm not really unlocking anything because the train's already unlocked. It's
So we should be able to join in on
it's
like
main
a
menu,
full
pre-play,
level.
vehicles.
Something
let's
we've
see.
never
Do we got a
seen.
preference?
One. What's up?
Okay, here we go.
I might hop out because I got to make another phone call about the apartment complex that I'm trying to apply to.
One
Okay.
hundo.
Well, this one's nice and
fair.
short for the rest of us.
Yeah.
good luck,
You
Mike.
wanna,
Sounds good.
you want to say who you are, what you do, where you do?
Multiply, I do games online, and I'm so looking forward to playing Cult of the Lamb this weekend. It's probably going to be all of my streams.
It's good.
Oh,
Yeah, we're in
I
Cult of the
want-
Lamb
I
waiting
want-
room right now, as a matter of
I didn't
fact.
get early access, but I'm playing it as soon as I can. But anyway,
Might be
thanks for having me.
most of
Rocket Golf was
Saturday.
a lot of fun.
I think Saturday we'll still do some
solo, so I can unlock some superpowers.
stuff,
Bang,
some
bang.
draft.
It was
Mhm.
good. Yeah, it was fun. 6 players and it's 10 out of 10. 6 players, 10 out of 10. 7 players,
Mhm.
dreaming of a 10 out of 10.
One day. Anyways, I'm gonna hop out. Have a great
Alright.
rest of the day, guys.
Yeah, GG's.
Just if there's something that looks sizable but not colossal,
All right, we're just waiting to join in on the
Okay.
next game.
something that we could do in like 15, 20.
So not the penny farthing.
Probably not, though. I really like.
Oh,
to
maybe
at
I
some
should go ahead and buy.
We can start with that next time.
Since I didn't have
I
anything.
gotta.
Okay.
Let's see.
Store?
There's a bunch. It's a good one. I don't know. Fire truck. Here we go.
Great. So then, okay.
Oh, maybe the stuff doesn't carry over.
All right, you guys should be able
Out
to
of
join
stock? What?
me. Oh shoot.
You gotta go escape, and then you hit the little tab in the upper left. You have to press
Oh.
that.
Okay, co-op is on. You guys should be able to join.
Okay.
Oh, hold up. Never mind. I got to turn my game off.
Oh,
I wonder why these
You
are
gotta turn the game
all.
off?
I was
Out of
insta
stock.
cleaning everything. 'cause
You had your cheat
I haven't
codes on?
reset that.
Like, is there a
I still
daily
have my cheat
reset
codes
on
Give me a
these?
second.
cheater.
This will
Alright.
look. We could just turbo fire truck. We could clean the largest damn
clean-
thing in the game.
You clean little cheater. Anyway,
I don't
has
know.
anybody been?
I miss the days of like stupid cheats in let's see. Stupid cheats
Bring
on
back
like
Big Head Mode.
N64 games. Like, they were so good.
If
thing
I ever
in the
make a
top
game, I'm
left?
going to implement big head mode.
So,
I don't-
yeah.
No matter what.
do you
I
mean
don't
something
care.
like
I
this,
will do
starting
it.
in co-op mode?
Serious
Unclickable.
game. Don't
These
care.
go like
Big head
forward and
mode.
backward to the other kinds of equipment.
I
The more serious the game, the bigger the head.
I'd even be fine with like a big head mod.
And I can
for,
buy
like,
everything else.
Slay the Spire that just goes through.
It just seems like
and,
that's gone.
Anytime it shows
some
like any
reason.
of Ironclad's face in like any of the cards, it just makes it like 5 times bigger, so it's mostly just his head.
Yeah.
how big? How would you do Donudeka?
The top
that's-
half is
All right.
bulbous.
Be in.
Be mushroomed?
Yeah, it'll
Well,
just
they-
be the top half is mushroomed up.
I support this.
Okay, cool. Cheats are not
Wait.
running.
V, you're in the red costume. What's going on? My brain.
Wait, am I really?
He's in a. No, you're in a green
Oh.
green one for me.
Oh God.
Oh my
wait.
god, Retro.
Now you're green for me. Okay. We went from red to green. I don't know what to say.
Let's see. I should also have every nozzle in the game, so if you guys want to get the sci-fi gun, you can.
I don't know if. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I don't have access. That's my old stuff.
You don't? That's
Yeah,
a shame.
but it's okay. I got the Super
Well,
Nintendo.
are you going into inventory? Like press I to do it?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
No, we don't have that stuff. I'm fine with my
Dang.
Super Nintendo gun. I like it.
Okay.
Penta, have you seen my Super Nintendo gun?
Damn. This is
I like it.
actually cheating. I should not use this. This thing is too powerful.
Has anybody played anything exciting that's not Cult of the Lamb this week?
Zero silence.
I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Xenoblade 3 is pretty good.
Would you say it's apt? I've heard the thing that got me excited that I heard is that it's basically just a single player MMO. Is that apt?
Kind of. So it's got the big like world to explore, and it's got a
I
lot
don't
of
know
that,
why it's like
that
really
kind of,
difficult
like,
for me to clean
fighting
this wind
things
screen.
in the world combat.
So it's just
But it very much plays like a single player JRPG. If you've ever played
an
like
open
Final
world
Fantasy
game?
14, it's kind of close to that.
yeah. I mean,
But it does open world fairly decently. I'm like twice the level that I should be just because I fight everything because it's fun.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's good, like
Xenoblade's-
equal parts turn your brain off JRPG, but also like one of the better stories and casts I've ever seen.
That's one of the games where you can aggro like a level 50 monster like at the start of the
Yep.
game, right?
Oh yeah. It's famous for having like really big monsters just kind of chilling in beginner zones. Which I don't know. I love that.
I like
think
it.
that's cool.
I like that concept of, hey, go fight Ganon, he's in the middle, go right ahead, you won't. I like that.
We've been doing a lot of Gunfire Reborn for family game night. I dare not play the game solo. Not
Yeah.
because it's not fun. I mean, not because it's hard, because it's like not as fun as multiplayer.
Oh yeah, it's not nearly as fun solo.
I wouldn't be interested in
Like,
Probably not
Robocraft is
interested.
fine solo, but Gunfire, nah.
Don't worry, Radar, I'm with you.
that. Yeah.
I stand
I
with
don't
Radar on
know.
this one.
I just I'm not a huge fan of it. I think like, and honestly I think it really just stems from the meta progress angle where it's like it's too easy at max meta progress and like literally not really beatable at none, and it's just I don't know. It's fun for co-op.
If you're
but I
gonna
would
do
never
meta
play it.
progression, I'd prefer it to be kind of like Cult of the Lamb or Rogue Legacy, like go all in, rather than. Well, I guess it was trying to be Rogue Legacy, but without any of the nuance that makes Rogue Legacy's metaprog good.
Well, that's the thing is I
It's a fire
almost
truck,
push
why
back
can't you
against
just
like
use the
it's
holes?
funny like
I think they
'cause
took
it's
the holes.
obviously the progenitor roguelite, but
See, like
I
it's
almost
gone.
don't even consider it in the genre. I
They
just consider
didn't
it to
give
be,
us
like,
all the equipment we
a
needed.
big Metroidvania.
Kind of screwed
that
up. To
I
be
guess
honest.
technically has permadeath. So I'm like, yeah,
Rogue
I like
Legacy?
that Metroid. Yeah, I'm like I like that
I agree.
Metroidvania. I think it's a bad roguelike, but a good game. Is my take on it. Like I like it, but I don't think it's a good roguelike.
Speaking of the
Roguelike.
first one, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, both of them. I haven't played the first one in a long time.
It has an age.
I don't have an opinion on it as I have not touched it.
There's a mod that makes it a lot better called the Lament of Zor. It like rebalances things and makes magic a lot more fun.
Ooh. That doesn't sound
Yeah.
that bad.
It was like based on
Hold
feedback
on,
from a
hold on.
speedrunner.
I've done all the wheels so far. And they
Sorry,
go
I'll
round
run.
and round.
Make it go spin.
I think it's just your guns. Your Nintendo gun.
I can't remember if it's. I guess it's supposed to be strong.
Strong and spear.
Strong as spirit.
I'm going to give a counterpoint to the whole Rogue Legacy being a bad roguelike. I think it's a great roguelite, and I think nobody's ever figured out how to really copy that. Like, Hades kind of does its own thing, but as far as, like, the actual roguelite mechanics that, like, Rogue Legacy made, I don't know. I don't think I've seen a whole lot of other games do it well.
Are you just talking like it does meta progress well?
Yeah, comparatively.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like that style where it's like you will not beat it until you put in 100 hours in a game that I would consider roguelite, like a good roguelite or roguelike. But as a game, I think it's a great hybrid of an idle game and Metroidvania. is what I think about Rogue Legacy. I don't think it's a very good roguelike or roguelite. I think it's a great title game Metroidvania.
What do you consider beating for Rogue Legacy 2?
What do I what?
What do you consider beating Rogue Legacy 2?
What do I consider? I mean, I think you're beating a run of a short Metroidvania.
Yeah, but you're saying
but a long roguelike.
like 100 hours to beat it though?
Oh, the first game? I don't actually think so. Oh, you're talking like beating the 8th run when you technically beaten Rogue Legacy 2?
It's more so like what do you consider as beating the game?
See, that's exactly my issue.
Sort of
I don't know. I don't know, and that feels off. It feels...
Which is where it fits into Metroidvania.
Yeah, and it's...
Genre prides itself on like having a ton of like optional content.
Yeah. I like when I found out that I had to like to see the apparently the correct actual win of Rogue Legacy 2, I had to beat the entire game 9 times, and to have a chance of beating it the correct way, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Like,
Yep.
I have no interest.
I don't know if you had
doing it 9
mentioned
times.
that or one of my fans did, but I just quit the game right then and there.
Yeah, I'm not interested in, like, it's not that it wasn't good. I really enjoyed my first playthrough, and my second playthrough was kind of therapeutic because the game actually got easier even though it was on New Game Plus, which is a whole nother can of worms. I don't know. It's an interesting balance, and it's a good game if you are looking for that kind of game, and I enjoyed it for what it was. But to me, what it was not what I'm normally looking for.
Fair.
I think the tough thing is everybody tries to do what Isaac did 11 years ago, which is crazy to think. And it's unfortunate that the reason why Isaac is held in such high regard for its amount of content is because we continued to play it with every update. So when a game comes out like Rogue Legacy, where it's like you have to beat it 9 times to get the final ending on launch, it's very hard to like comprehend that, because when Isaac first launched, there was one boss, and then an update came out and there was an additional endgame content, and then another update came out and there was another boss, but it wasn't endgame content, and then Wrath of the Lamb came out and it was an expansion. And so I think people are trying to pack so much roguelite into the initial package, and they need to they need to Gungeon it, they need to Isaac it, they need to say, like,
game.
okay, this is your launch,
This is practice. I'm trying to get pro and turbo
the
golf.
2 alternate paths, choose your ending, and then focus your efforts on the future content. Focus on DLCs.
Yeah, it's 100% accurate, and but it's also unfortunate. Like Benstar will tell you, if you go that angle, you also get people going, "Why doesn't this have as much content as Binding of Isaac?"
It's a decade-old game.
I know everybody
But it's
compares
like,
everybody compares a finished thing. It's like there was a discussion I was having about how unfair it was to compare the launch Darkest Dungeon 2 to fully completed 1.0 Darkest Dungeon 1.
Yes, because you should be comparing it to the 0.4 early access release
wasn't
of Darkest
fun,
Dungeon
really.
1.
It was
which
awful.
was 2
Early
stages
access
and like
Darkest
5
Dungeon
bosses.
It wasn't good, but everybody is like, if it was just that game for it wasn't.
Size.
I can't comment on Darkest Dungeon 2. I had fun, but like my urge
unfortunately
to hop back on it
I've gotten in some
is not incredibly high.
with people who are like, ugh.
And maybe now that they've
sad to see Darkest
obviously
Dungeon
done some
2 doing the
patches,
early
but
access thing. I'm like, Darkest Dungeon 1 was it was
I will only
Darkest Dungeon 1 was
probably
the
load it up
case study for
thanks to
it's
draft.
the archetype of how people did early access well. Red Hook did it perfect.
People point to it, that and Hades as the, and I think Dead Cells to an extent gets.
Dead Cells,
it's hard to think of Dead Cells because it just keeps on getting updates. It's like, did it ever really come out in 1.0?
It's still early access.
They just keep going.
Dead Cells from it's like May early access launch to its 1.0 wasn't really that much content. It was when it hit 1.0 the ball sped up. They're
They
like,
just
"All right,
never
ideas.
they just never stopped.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that's the unfortunate thing part too is I hear people comparing new indie early access releases to completed Dead Cells, and I'm like, oh my god, is your expectation too high? I have no idea how the Dead Cells devs have that much energy and love for their game still.
Well, to be fair, it's like
impressive.
a second team now.
That is
So
that is
I'm pretty
true.
sure new indie companies can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I just wish I could express to newer people in the genre or people who are looking
Yeah, it's
at games
unfortunate
like-
to have your
even
game
Gungeon
compared
now.
to something
Gungeon's
that's
8
like a
years
full
old, or
release that's been out for
6.5
multiple
old
years.
or whatever. So it's coming up on that. Like people are looking at it with rose-tinted glasses. They forget that launch Gungeon was pretty rough.
It had a lot of.
It had a lot of
Good
like,
job. All right, boys, let's go.
it had a lot of bad balance and soft locks and
Yeah,
synergies
balance
weren't in the
especially.
game yet. Like there was,
Yeah,
but
synergy's not in. There was not a lot of items, and key economy was really
the economy was
frustrating.
bad. There was almost no reason to play two of the main characters because they were
I'm just doing like
convict.
shower.
Launch convict was.
I
just a
am pretty sure I'm
non-good
hitting some dirt.
But like they look at those games and they look at them and they're like, oh man, I wish. See, Vita is a perfect example because I've seen that argument on threads. Why do I can't believe Vita doesn't have as much content as Isaac? And I'm like, it's got a lot of content.
Yeah,
Isaac has too much content.
I think Vita's one issue is that it doesn't do a very good job of making that content's existence.
that's what
obvious.
I've made that
I-
point a lot. It's,
I have put 20 hours into that game and I still have not found fishing.
a big thing is like you literally don't unlock like 50% of the game if you don't go into and beat Shard 5 and do the little puzzle to beat Shard 5. If you don't do that, you don't get to see like half the game. Good job, boys.
Speedrun.
I love the time limit of it, or time lapse of it, because like half the time it's either me or Rito's back.
I disagree with DX in my chat says Isaac doesn't have content. They have 14 million items. I actually disagree with that. Like
It's ridiculous to say it doesn't have content.
Isaac is
Liking the gloves. Almost looks like
aggressively
Diva gloves to me until you
with
realize
content.
it's a
it's
upside down
annoying.
octopi.
And I don't want
Yeah.
people to compare that. I don't want that to be the standard. I want that to be the stopping point. I want devs to look at Isaac, appreciate what it did for the genre, and recognize that Ed is a psychopath and did not become him. Because like there has to be Gungeon stopped at the perfect time, which I appreciate. Dodgerel, they could have kept going. They could have done a third Gungeon, like a third like major thing or whatever. They could have kept going.
To be fair, I think they wanted to. I think they wanted to, but they said they got to a point in how much, like, because when they started Gungeon, it was like their first real game, and
They
they
wanted
didn't
to do
really know
another
what they were
project.
doing. That, and they also said that the code of the game became so
The
much of a
technical
bungled,
debt was so brutal.
bungled mess because of when they started that they had no idea how to really add on to it without breaking it.
I
It was
know,
kind
yeah.
of where they were at. They'd have to start over.
Also, to be fair, that's another game where whenever I talk about playing it as a new player, people tell me I should play with the wiki up on another monitor.
I don't think that's
Nah.
necessarily true.
I think once
gotten
you
so
beat
good
the
at telling
dragon
you
a
what's
couple
happening.
of times, but before that, nah.
Yeah.
The only thing you really need the wiki for is like
Come on, boys, get the sprocket.
What the
Right.
hell is a sprocket?
that's the thing that's
It's from the Jetsons.
Got it.
There we go, sprocket clean.
Isn't that what George worked on like all his life?
I've never seen the Jetsons. I have no idea.
I don't think you need a wiki. I don't think you need a wiki.
It's, I
It's
mean,
very-
like,
there's a couple of puzzles that you probably would like to have assistance on. The final, like how to do the rat floor the first time, maybe you'd like to have some assistance on it.
I think
but,
the
like-
wiki concept is because the items don't explain what they do. 70% of that.
I love that.
I like it too, but I'm saying that's probably why
Yeah.
people say that because they don't want that.
I'm trying to think of like the
I love
worst
that.
explained gungeon item. There's some really bad ones that I love, where it's like you feel like I love when you pick. That's the charm of roguelites to me though. When you pick up an item and it's like you feel like smiling. I'm like, what does that mean?
I know. I like that. That's like a holdover of like original traditional roguelikes, and I like that. That feeling of really
That's the
just
Isaac,
big,
the classic
big
Wrath of the
smelly
Lamb.
potion. Drinks big smelly potion to figure out if it'll kill you or
Yeah,
make you a
Dungeons of
god.
Dreadmore back in like Tales of Majapahit
Yeah.
and stuff, where it's like you don't know what's happening. You might die.
Yeah.
There should
Throw
be a
smelly
fear.
potion or
Should be an
drink smelly
inherent
potion.
When you pick up an item in a roguelite, you should worry about hitting the fire button because you don't know what's going to happen.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like after
Looking
a
at
certain
you,
point, though,
Ben.
you should unlock like a verbose mode for some of these games. You know,
I
it's like
think
I've done this a
maybe if you-
gazillion times. Give me the numbers now.
Maybe like if you win with the item, you get the description for what it was.
I
you have
I like that.
But you have to take it and try it and win with it first before it tells you.
Wait,
yeah,
what's
kind
the
of like drinking
vendor?
the potion in an old school roguelike. Well, now you
On
know
a
what that potion
motorcycle.
does and all of its
Yeah,
others.
you're on fire now. What do you think the potion does? Yeah.
I want to see roguelikes take the what was it? The Tunic approach, where like the guidebook is in gibberish until you find all the parts.
What's that one? Okay, sorry. There's a new game with that in mind. Oh gosh.
Ooh.
1 second. It's a mobile game. It's a mobile game roguelike, kind of like turn-based game where you get a bunch of wands. You have to try them out and figure what they do. But it is made entirely in Portuguese by a dev that does not speak Portuguese, and that is that's the gimmick. Is that you have to figure out anyways by trial and error and like figuring out the language and these random symbols. You're supposed to
I
figure
gotta
out
get
what
back
it
in
is.
it. I love that game so much.
Yeah, it's good.
I just want to play Noida with friends. I feel like that would be a lot.
Dude, have you
Or
done the
never
Noida
happened.
Friends mode or the mod for it?
Wait, there's a mod?
Yeah, me and my buddy Wild were doing it. It's very awkward because
Multiplayer
you
noise.
share a seat, but you don't technically play together. They're working on that. It's in the process of like the netcode, as you can imagine, with every pixel, like you could imagine.
Oh boy.
That would be
Oh, yeah.
nightmarish. All it takes is one pixel of
Rhapsody
acid
doing.
on your screen to be to the left on mine.
I wonder if he's actually moving.
chaos,
Maybe
but
I'm the one.
You can share a
Who's
seed,
having the issue.
share items, trade wands,
Right?
trade spells. All
Try
of the stuff
playing
is on the same
NetHack?
seed. You can make progress together. The only difference is you can't.
Is that
technically,
what
like,
kind of
fight
game is that?
together,
Just the genre.
But you can't win without each other.
We're gonna be looking
So
at
you
some
still
games
have to fight
after
like the
this.
final boss and do all of the like puzzles and stuff together. Because if one person dies, then you both die.
Well, I
It's
hate to hit the
very
brakes, but my stomach is starting to eat itself.
Yeah, I think I got it. I got
I'm
it.
boiling alive. I've been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I must away.
Wander, let me know if you
Must
want to
away,
try
too.
it out at some point, though. It's goofy.
Once
but
they actually add it so you can see the people, yes. Because I want to
can-
see the
you can-
chaos in person.
you can. I was gonna say you can see the person's like the ghost of your former self that carries around your previous wands. That's what you're. Yeah, that's what the person looks like, but you can't see their chaos and they can't see your chaos.
Yeah.
For netcode reasons, but they're as far as I know, they're working on it. Just it's
Hard. Yep,
it's
can't blame them.
very. I
imagine.
wouldn't be surprised if they give up,
Roll
'cause
back
that's-
netcode
with that
on
game
Noita.
specifically, Kudos to
Awful.
them if they make it work.
Like, would I
I give
do
up
it?
on
Sure, but
much smaller
jeez.
tasks.
I've given up trying to wash the middle of my back sometimes.
I've given up washing dishes when I have literally 2 left.
It's like my hands are pruny. I'm done.
I know, yeah.
Screw you, spoon.
I've basically done most of it. Like these are tomorrow dishes. Anyway, this has been the Host First Live. All this conversation now is next week dishes. We'll have it later. The last is Host First Live. We played car golf. It was called
Swap over.
It had a name, Turbo Golf Racing, and then PowerWash Simulator here. Golf. Panine, what do, where do?
I panic. I don't do a lot of anything at this point in time. But Zero Cybert, when it comes into early access. Might check out Marauders when that comes out. It's a little rough. And then just Tarkov, still grinding to max traders. That's been the goal, but it is in a rough spot right now. So I'm just kind of watching Netflix. Been trying to struggle my way through season 4 of Stranger Things because season 2 and 3 took a lot out of me. As a writer, I was very upset with those 2 seasons. No spoilers, but they were disappointing.
I liked season 4 enough. Have you seen Sandman yet?
I haven't seen Sandman, no.
Ooh, it's decent. I liked it.
Hey, well, is that a Netflix? Is it a Paramount? What is
I
that?
think it's Netflix, yeah.
I will add that to my list because that's basically my life is Netflix and Tarkov. So, well, that's me.
All right, wrap. Sody, what do you do? Where do you do it? Where can they watch all of those videos in that series?
Go to lamb/RhapsodyPlays, youtube.com. Rito, what do you do? Where do you do it at the moment?
Call to Lamb, youtube.com/reservation. Actually, I was going to say, what's my other series? And I forgot. It's just 2 Cult of the Lamb. That's not something I've done in forever. New indie game every single day. Also, maybe, possibly, the Strangest series. Possibly. Soon, maybe. Would be fun. V, what do you do? Where do you do it?
Hi,
streaming yet?
VeeDotVod. I am streaming. I'm currently in Cult of the Lamb waiting room like some of the other folks. So I won't be playing that until maybe tomorrow. So honestly, today I'm looking through game releases and updates because a lot of things got updated this month. And then what I do after this, up in the air.
Fair. When they're bought, what do you do?
Yeah, a lot of stuff has been updated lately.
No, I'm not. It's hot and it's late. I have
But I
moved
mean,
to the
are you
mornings because of
live
the
right
school.
now?
I am live right now. Yes, I did actually stream this one.
Wow.
Because I woke up late today.
Yeah, I just knew you were live like hours and hours and hours ago. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I started 3 hours before. 6-hour stream. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cult of the Lamb, obviously. Xenoblade, which is great. And not enough people talking about that still, which is a shame. Maybe. I'm not paying attention. I guess that's the answer. I'm avoiding spoilers. I also got back into Terraria, because 1.4 actually has some good mods for it now. And so that's real fun. I'm going to try and edit that down into like a singular video and start messing around with edited stuff.
There you go. Also, I guess because I don't think I asked. Penta, are you streaming after?
Oh no.
Or no? No? Okay. All right. I was just checking.
I'm going to go dive into a pool of ice.
I figured.
Boiling.
All right. Well, alas, this has been the Host First Live. There is a link in the chats for the Discord. You can find clickable forms of everything everyone said and more. We do this every Wednesday, 4 p.m. CST. Stay tuned. We'll be doing more stuff. I don't know. We'll be doing it whether you want to or not. I don't know. It's always fun, though. But alas, I'll catch you boys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, Dave.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Well done,
GG's.
yo.
Kisses.
All right, so what I'm trying to load up right now, for some reason, YouTube is like actually struggling for me. There's a little